Hey everyone, how are you doing? Take two, since apparently the sound didn't work on the first one. So, yep, got the camera out again. Anyways, it is Tuesday night, and I hope everybody voted, no matter who you're voting for. I think it's so important that you use your voice. So, hopefully, you all did. But we're not going to talk politics on here because that is not what this channel is for. It is about football, and the 49ers came up to the trade deadline and one move. They signed or traded for Khalil Davis, not Kalia Davis, who is already on the team, but Khalil Davis. He is a guy who played for the Houston Texans. Before that, he was drafted by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and then he spent a year on the Indianapolis Colts. So Tampa, he only played two games. He was drafted in 2020, that funky, weird COVID year. Played two games there, didn't do a whole lot. Played one game with Indy, and then since 2023, he played for the Houston Texans quite a bit. Um, 15 games, only one start. He did have two sacks last year, one sack this year so far, played nine games. Um, you know, moderate, moderate career so far, could do a lot more, has potential to grow into a bigger role. But I think really he's there for depth. Javon Hargrave being out for the season, Malik Collins and Jordan Elliott have both dealt with knee injuries kind of throughout the season. So I think to have a guy who just adding another person that can be on rotational basis, I think that's important. So Khalil Davis, not related to Kalia Davis, was drafted in the sixth round of the 2020 draft by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He has a twin brother, Carlos Davis, again, not Kalia Davis. So the 49ers also made a move, signing Tashaun Gibson for the rest of the season. He is going to the practice squad. But I think what they're doing there is bringing in a guy who's a veteran player, a guy who can get his hands on some younger guys that are out there like Jair Brown, like Malik Mustafa, these young defensive backs who are out there now starting because guys like Talanoa Hufanga are, on injured reserve. So just a solid locker room guy. Everybody loves him. Talanoa Hufanga loves him. I think Tashaun Gibson loves Talanoa Hufanga. I mean, their bond was so unique and so fun to watch, and watching them hug it out. When they thought Tashaun Gibson was going to retire. So just I think a solid locker room guy. So um, I really think that the 49ers didn't do a whole lot because they see guys coming back. Christian McCaffrey's coming back. They didn't need to add a running back because Jordan Mason has been doing well. He is dealing with a shoulder injury. I think that does say that they're going to rotate in Jordan Mason and Christian McCaffrey come Sunday when it's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think Isaac Guerendo will also get some snaps, but I think the goal is to ramp up Christian McCaffrey. And I think that with his injuries, I know that they didn't do it as well as they should have maybe in 2023, but he was playing so well and he doesn't like to come out. So I think that they will rotate him out with Jordan Mason, who, can't play all the snaps either because of his shoulder. So that's kind of set. Drake Greenlaw, I think, will be back in maybe a week or two. Trent Williams said he was out on the field with his helmet on, sprinting around, which is a good sign. Also, Jake Moody was in the huddle. So they're getting guys back. Euterkos Matos could be making his way back soon. He's been on IR as well. So they're getting guys back. So they didn't want to pay a lot of money, for a player that they're acquiring that's really high priced. Also, they don't want to trade away their draft picks. Look at the rookie class right now. They don't want to throw any of those picks away. This rookie class, everybody is contributing. Jacob Cowing to Dominic Pooney to Malik Mustafa, Renardo Green. I mean, this group has been playing so well. So I really think that they think that guys are coming back and they don't want to lose any draft picks. Excuse me. So I think that's why they were a little bit more conservative. Also, they've got to plan ahead for 2025. Not only is Brock Purdy getting paid, there are a ton of guys who are going to become free agents. So if they spend a lot of money on a guy for a rental for the half of the season, that's less money they have going out or being able to go out in 2025. The free agents on the defense, I mean, it's kind of crazy. It is Dre Greenlaw, Talanoa Hufanga, Charvarius Ward, and Deommodore Lenoir. Yes, they've got some young guys playing well, but Deommodore Lenoir is playing his best football that we've seen so far. So to be able to maybe keep one of those guys, maybe two of those guys, they've got to be careful with how they spend the money this year. So, looking ahead, today was a Tuesday. It is their day off. They're recovering. Tomorrow, Wednesday, 49ers Now streaming at 4 o'clock. And then 49ers Talk. We'll have a podcast on Wednesday. 49ers Now again on Thursday. I will be up at practice on Wednesday and Thursday. We'll have updates. Kyle Shanahan will talk about if they did inquire for, with any other teams for players. I'm sure he'll say they did because they always do. But I don't think he's going to reveal too much. But I think that we'll see kind of this team kind of get their momentum going. They always play well in November in the second half of the season. So I think with guys coming back, we're going to see a lot of that. And I'll give you more reports tomorrow from Levi Stadium. And, Christian McCaffrey will be back on the practice field. Jawan Jennings. We saw a lot of people come back. Maybe Dre Greenlaw, his window is open soon. They did open the window for John Feliciano, but Dominic Puni is playing really well. So, again, if something happens, it's a guy who can be in on a rotational basis or, he's the backup. A lot of guys coming back. So I think that's why they didn't spend a lot of money. No big, huge splash play moves. So that's it for now. More coming for you on Wednesday. All right, guys and ladies, men and ladies, everybody who's watching. Thanks for tuning in and please subscribe, tell your friends, and I'll talk to you guys soon.